go. Okay. Aaron was right. I do have the tech of an old man. Or was I? Right. This is my 4th recording, or at least my 4th attempt to try to finish the story. I hope whoever finds these tapes has enough patience to sit through all of them. In my last tape, I mentioned on the night we interrogated Paulina Thorpe, we discovered that our suspect, Chiara Montgomery, had been going by the alias of Abigail Watson. My partner, Detective Aaron Peterson, and I would later suspect Paulina Thorpe as being connected to both Chiara Montgomery and the murders in some fashion. But at this point in our investigation, we weren't too sure how. That night, we also interrogated someone else. Detective Peterson had gotten in contact with someone we discovered was a romantic partner of Miss Montgomery. His name was Jack Sorson.
Please, sit. Thank you again for coming in, Mr. Sorson. We just have a few questions for you.
Sure.
As my partner mentioned over the phone, we're looking for a woman by the name of Chiara Montgomery. And it seems you know her.
Yeah, I'd like to think I did. But now I guess I was wrong.
So you had no idea who she was when you first met her?
No, I didn't.
Could you walk me through how it is you came to know Miss Montgomery?
I met her on a bus heading out of the city. At the time, she told me her name was Abigail. We just started talking on the ride over and hit it off. Neither one of us had anyone, so we stuck together a lot. She said she was new to town. We kind of decided to help each other out. Spent the next few months together. Going to diners, motel hopping, Thanksgiving.
And nothing about her seemed off to you?
No. I mean, near the beginning, she seemed very wary of everything, but she told me she had an obsessive ex.
And she told you details about herself?
Only a few, but they were probably fake too.
So all this time, it was just the two of you?
Yes.
And you got close? Close enough to get into a relationship with her?
Yeah. Something like that.
Are you close enough to protect her? Mr. Sorson, do you know where Miss Montgomery is?
No, I don't.
Do you know anyone that would know where she is?
Don't know that either.
Not even Paulina Thorpe?
I don't know who that is.
You don't?
Like I said, when I met her, her name was Abigail. Anyone she introduced me to, if she did introduce me to people, they probably gave me fake names too.
So that's your story? That you're just the victim in all this?
I'm telling the truth.
And I believe you. On a lot of it.
But not all of it.
Look, Mr. Sorson, may I call you Jackson?
Jack.
Jack. Let me level with you. You're just starting out here, and it doesn't seem like you have any bad intentions. In my opinion, the last thing you want is to get jammed up by someone you thought you knew. We can help you.
I can get by just fine on my own, detective. But, thank you.
Alright. Well, those are all the questions I have for you then, Jack. You're free to go.
I believed him when he said he didn't know about Chiara, but not about Paulina. And I had my suspicions of Mr. Sorson even if I didn't want to, because he would make a phone call that night. When we checked his call history from his phone found with his belongings, he had made a call to Miss Thorpe immediately after exiting the station, likely to get answers. Because he, like me, suspected that she knew all along. The case had been evolving and moving quicker than I think either of us had prepared for. On the same night we had finally gotten 2 leads, we found a piece of the puzzle that was about to blow our case wide open. But things would also get more difficult from here.
This is the story of how a simple case turned sour. This is the story of the Runaway. A Runaway Productions original podcast.
Thank you again for coming in, and if you remember anything, don't hesitate to call. I got nothing from him. I can tell he knows something, but how does one person have this many people lying for her? I mean, shh. What?
Okay, thank you. We gotta go.
What was that about?
A call from a diner in Niagara. Someone found a body in a dumpster.
Detective?
What do we got?
A cook from a nearby restaurant was putting out the trash when she found the Vic in the dumpster. They don't know where he came from, but they haven't seen him around here.
All right, thank you.
Well, this is different.
Yeah, the throat's not slit, and there's no white rose.
This doesn't look connected. They tried to hide the body in a rushed fashion.
But the last one was rushed too, dumped in the same area as the killing.
Yeah, but at least the others had similarities. Nothing here adds up. Body's not even cold. This is very fresh.
Could be self-defense, or a revenge killing. No clear bullet wounds or stab marks.
Nope. Just a lot of bruising. He could have been hit in the back, but seems more like he was beaten to death. Either way, it's not her.
We can check his history, see if we find anything there that pops.
But for now, we just have extra work to do. We can pack it up.
Ooh. Last time I checked, dead bodies don't moan.
Well, that's definitely different.
Guess we have someone new to interview.
Hello?
It's me.
Why are you calling me from a payphone?
The better question is, why was there a dead body outside of my building?
Would you have preferred if I let him read you a bedtime story?
I'm serious, C.
So am I.
You said you would keep it low profile. This is not that. I don't want hitmen at my front door.
Look, we can meet to figure this out. I'll figure out a place that's
I
safe.
can't.
Paulina.
I'm not doing this, C. And we agreed to that.
Fine. Have it your way.
Did you find anything on our resurrected victim?
Some stuff, but not much. The mob doesn't exactly make all their information available to the public.
Wait, he's with the mob?
Yep. His name's Antonio Roston, typically goes by Tony, and surprise, surprise, he's a hitman for the Cassans family.
Guess this is connected.
I had some other guys do some digging. He's the mom's right hand. Some of the others were hired mob members, but according to informants, Roston is the only one that Don will hire himself.
I'm guessing it's because he normally gets the job done.
Yeah, until now.
Hello? Yeah. Really? Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Who was that?
The hospital. Our hitman's awake.
You did all of this for me? I should leave town more often.
I'm happy to see you made it back in one piece.
Aw, don't I always?
This time, you got lucky.
It's never luck, Cyrus. Just skill.
I wouldn't be so calm if I were you. The cops are getting closer to this than either of us would like.
Is that so?
You're leaving a trail. Your work is getting sloppy.
We both know I always clean up my messes.
Never by yourself. This time is different, and we both know it. Because this time, it's gotten her involved.
The apartment was a misstep. We both know I couldn't exactly wait with that short of a window. The Cassans have us figured out. If not Bobby, then one of his men. And you're forgetting I'm not the reason people are near her.
But you're becoming the reason.
Well, soon there won't be any more reasons. Soon the company will be legitimate and our hands will be clean.
You're right. But this has to come first. You'll take your cousin for the cleanup. Renee is smart and sharp. You can put her to good use.
It's not my job to be on babysitting duty.
I give it to you because you're good at it. And we both know you'll call Paulina instead. And you can't. Leaving was her choice. She wanted a different life.
And I'm trying to give her one. All I care about right now is cleaning up this mess and the company's legitimacy.
And legitimizing it won't bring them or her back. Your parents are gone. And she made her choice. The latter is something you need to accept. Use Renee instead.
I can handle the Cassans.
It's no longer just about them. Ontario police brought Paulina in for questioning.
What?
There are too many eyes on this. Don't put them on her too. You need to watch more than just your back. You need to watch hers too.
I'll fix it.
I know you can fix this. But don't go overboard.
Don't worry, Cyrus. I'll do just the right amount.
How much do you think we'll get from him?
It'll depend on how much he's willing to give, and how much he values his life.
You can go in and see him now.
Thank you.
Antonio Roston. I'm Detective Hale, and this is my partner, Detective Peterson.
Good for you.
You're pretty lucky.
Yeah, sure feels like it.
We have a couple questions to ask you.
I don't talk to cops.
Okay, then we'll just talk, and you can listen.
Mr. Cassans will be quite disappointed that you failed the hit.
Well, at least he didn't end up like the other guys.
Yeah, well, small miracles.
Now, here's what I don't get. Why is everyone else dead? Except you.
I don't know.
Seems like Chiara didn't do a good cleanup job this time.
Nah. She did this on purpose.
So it was her.
Why were you hunting her, exactly?
Was there a score to settle? Does she owe them money? That's the only answer you need to give us, Antonio. What was so big that the Cassans are pulling out all of their men to hunt down one woman?
Just give us this, and we'll be on our way.
Even only a nod is enough.
The order came from up top. The boss said he wanted her brought to him either dead or alive.
Why?
Montgomery popped his kid. Now he wants it dead.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Ralston.
This is going to be a lot harder than we thought.
Yeah. This war isn't ending anytime soon.
Next time, give a guy a warning.
Get a camera if you're that scared.
You're pretty bold to come back with a target on your head.
Nothing I can't handle. I met with Cyrus today. Business is moving smoothly.
Beautiful. What about the rest of it?
I'm dealing with the rest of it. I spoke to Paulina, too.
Why Paulina?
The family's getting too close. It was a check-in call.
You sure it was just a check-in call?
I don't need it from you too, Zane. I'm dealing with it.
Fine. Why are you here instead of at your apartment again? I thought this place wasn't your style.
It's not. I prefer places with actual taste. But I'm here for you and the Rugrat.
Why?
We have a job to do, and you have some digging to do on 2 OPP detectives.
We did not realize at the time of us starting the investigation how large scale it would be, how many people would be involved, or how behind we really were. I did not know how much information they were gathering, how much of an enterprise this was. All I had been concerned with was finding the killer and arresting Chiara Montgomery. I will admit that this was one of my biggest mistakes, and my others are probably the reason you found these tapes. At the time of investigating, we were not sure of what Chiara had planned, but we connected that. What the?
Chris, open up. We need to talk.
Shit.